welcome to the first episode of the Irish Cycling Show with Verge Sport. My name is John Dempsey.
And my name is Keith Colvin.
The aim of this show is just to bring an update to events from the Irish cycling scene, from clubs and races, better riders, better professional riders, better local domestic riders as well.
Yeah, try and give you some video footage, try and give you some interviews, try and get up close, not too close, to some of the riders, and just give you some news.
Yeah, and we'll start that news with our pro news, where hopefully every week we'll have updates on our professional riders around the world, the boys and the girls out there who are flying the flag for us. And we started off yesterday, we had Rory Townsend and Matthew Taggart in action in the Femme Ardennes Classic in France, which was frankly very hard looking race. Horrible conditions, was flogging rain for all day of what I saw of it. Matthew Taggart did what he does, he got in the break and he was up the road representing his team with Sun God for most of the day. And then Rory capped it all off with a fantastic ride. He was there when the race got really hard, went down 25 riders at one stage. He was looking really good and he finished 10th in the end in a sprint with really high class competition.
Like, in fairness, Rory and Matty, their legs are flying it over the past while. They really are doing very, very well.
Yep.
Also, a guy who's doing very, very well is Archie Ryan with his stage win in Ronde de Lizard, a pretty killer one. I was delighted for him. I think everybody is. Generally, the vibe out there is he's a lovely sound guy. And according to Dutch website, from getting this right, Wielerflits, there's allegedly 2 pro offers from DSM and Trek.
Yeah, and evidently he has turned him down as well to stay with Jumbo for next year. He's still in the under-23 team next year, but the plan is to stay there and go for the World Tour team, which surely they'll be making a spot for him next year. It is well deserved at this stage.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah,
it's good to see him back there after injury. So well done, Archie. And also our local favourite, Sam Bennett, is back in action today, racing in Germany into Sparkasse Münsterland Julo, something like that. Yes, it's German, yes.
Allegedly.
So good to see Sam back in action. He has 3 races left. He's also riding Paris Tours and Paris Berge. He won Paris Berge a few years ago as well, so hopefully he can round up the season with another visit to the podium.
And obviously we're not biased here, but go on, Sam.
Yeah.
Race results. So we're going to go north, up the Ulster Cyclocross.
Yeah, North Island Wheelers hosted round 1 of the Ulster Cyclocross League. So it's great to see Cyclocross back up and going up north after the Kinnings race there a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, so in the women's race we had 2 teammates, both from BC Glendale, meant to have an absolute cracker of a one. It was Anya Doherty and Darcy Harkness, with Anya coming out of the victory, and Stephanie Roach in 3rd, and Caroline Martinez, who took the Masters winning prize as well, in 4th.
Cool. And we had a cracker of a podium in the men's race. We had Dean Harvey taking the win from Darren Elmore and Sam Coleman. And Darren Rafferty pushed him close in 4th place, so 4 quality riders there at the pointy end. Dean is just back from a stint with CC Etoupes in France, the crack road squad over there, so it's good to see him back in action in cyclocross again, and he should be a force to be reckoned with for the rest of the season.
I mean, with that top 4, that was a horrendously difficult race, I'd say, but it would be a great one to watch.
Yeah, to watch, not
yes,
right.
No,
absolutely.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, and in the B race then we had one of the North Island Wheelers riders, the promoters, Dean Burnside, got to win. Well done, Dean, there, and to the rest of the club up there for putting on a great race. He won from Mark Gordon and Declan McEntee. So well done to all of you.
So, sunny day in Munster, Slieve Lucra had the 2nd round of the Munster League. I keep saying 2nd round, but it's the 3rd round, and that's what seems to be happening.
We've edited this 4 to 5 times at this point.
Yeah, and really at this stage it's not going to work.
3rd round.
3.
Okay.
So Slieve Lucra was the 3rd round, and it was a great day. It was actually really warm. It wasn't too muddy. Enough mud, and some.
There was enough mud there. Yeah, there was enough mud.
Cracking racing, and some cracking sore legs today.
Yeah, absolutely. In the A race, we had a great field. We had 25-ish riders. Juniors were in with the A's due to the new national protocol. They're all in together. Liam O'Brien got the win from Richie Barry and Dylan Corkery. Dylan's making his return from France as well, and is going to give Cross a good crack this season. But Liam and Richie had a great battle. Liam had a mechanical at one stage, which closed the gap, and Richie nearly hunted him down, but Liam held on in the end. Well done, Liam.
Yeah, and we were lucky enough where we actually caught up with the 2 riders directly after the race.
Here we have Liam O'Brien, the winner, and we have Richie Barry, 2nd place in the Slieve Lucra CX race. Guys, how was it?
Yeah, it was hard. A lot of running, muddy bits.
Yeah, you went off pretty good at the start. The first lap was okay for you?
Yeah, first path was good, and then lap 3 or 4 I had a puncture, and then I had just passed the pits and I punctured, so
That was a little bit of fun for the rest of that one. Yeah.
That's what kind of brought us back together. I was holding the gap at probably 25-30 seconds because he took off so fast. And I noticed I must lap 3 or 4, I can't remember. He came back too quickly to blow on his lights. I was like, there's definitely a problem there, but I was just getting going. So we were kind of at between, I'd say, 15-20 seconds the rest of the race, like for the last 3 laps. And that was just, it was such a great battle. I was probably a little bit quicker on the run. Liam was probably just a little bit quicker in this section. I reckon we were even enough in the woods.
Yeah, you must be happy with that today. You must
I
be feeling
was,
okay.
like, I mean, it's ultimately, like, Liam's one of the best riders in the country at the moment. So I mean, to be up there battling with one of the best riders in the country is like,
It's always a good
you know,
thing.
I always laugh now. I used to be a young lad, but I still feel a young lad, but I'm double his age, so I'll take that. But it's great, like, it's great to have that in Munster as well. Like, you know, we have a national champion here, and we're going like tearing lumps out of each other for a race. It's brilliant. I loved it anyway. I think Liam might have been looking back a bit the last lap, a bit worried, but he probably isn't a bit. I was on the limit too, so I mean, we were just hanging in there.
Yeah, well, certainly from the sidelines, the last 2 laps were quite exciting because I thought you were coming back at him. We were kind of wondering a little bit, but maybe Liam, you had it paced right. Yeah, maybe.
I think it's just that 20 second, that 15-20 seconds is so hard to close. Like, you close 2 or 3 here, but then he'll get them 2 or 3 back there, and you close another place, and then Liam, like, it's. I think we were pretty much matching each other for the last 3 laps.
Fantastic.
Which was nice. It made a real battle out of the race.
What's next?
Your way.
Derby,
Yes,
UK National Trophy, it's again.
fantastic. Best of luck at that. Yeah.
Then I'll have Carrick race in Clonmel next week, and then the UCI race. So it's great to have international cross back again in Clonmel.
all good.
Oh, John Dempsey's led that project brilliantly. Like, it was great to have one last year, but now it's a repeat. You see the riders coming over, like Anna Kay and Thomas Mean coming over. It's great. And look, fingers crossed. Then we might get a start in the World Cup. We'll have to wait and see how that pans out. But
100%.
you know, the World Cup is fantastic coming over here. So
Excellent, guys. Thanks very much.
thanks.
Cheers.
Now, on the women's podium, again, Grace Young is having a cracking season. Grace came in first, so it's winner, chicken dinner for Grace again. In second, we had Sally Drennan, and in third, Liz Kent from Arcane Cycling Team. It's her first time attacking cyclocross. She's very strong, and yeah, she's got 3rd place.
And the junior podium was very good, did a great race. William O'Connor from O'Leary Stone Conturk had a great battle with Cal Tully from Dungarvan. 2 were very close all race long. And I must say, William looked particularly shattered after the race, as you can see. Going onto the podium, the poor lad was just dead on his feet.
He couldn't walk.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have.
Yeah, Ryan McCarthy from Verge PI got 3rd. And just quickly to go through the rest of the categories, in M50 we had our M40, we had Mark Flavin getting the win. As you can see from this video clip, Mark needs to work on his starts. Do not try and turn on your Garmin just when the whistle's going to go.
No.
That's it. Race is on.
Top tip, Mark. Top tip. And also we had Trevor Woods getting the win in the M50 race, and Paul Burchell getting the win in the M60 race, which is a prize, I think, for the oldest guy who can ride a bike.
Yeah.
So well done, Paul. And Milo Donaldson from Killarney flew around the B race to win the B race. He was chased down by Paul Kennedy. I have a feeling the 2 of them will be riding the A race next week. And Dermot Lowe of Panduit Carrick Wheelers rounded off the podium in 3rd place.
Yeah. Yeah, in the juniors, we had Hugh Hogue,
Under 16s even. Hugh Hogue from Panduit Carrick Wheelers won that race. Keith Hannon.
of all the names to mess
You
up.
should know him, he's a guy, you know that. Yeah, jeez. Sorry about
Right,
this.
I'll leave.
Sorry about this. If any new presenters would like to apply,
Yes.
comment down below. And we also quickly, under 16s, Kate Murphy from the host club won. We had just Steve Lucre absolutely dominated the underage. They had Kieran Mulvaney in the under 14s, they had Ethan Reel in the under 12s, they had Rose Linehan in the under 12s, and Katie Turner from Orwell Wheelers was the only person to break their hold on the underage, along with Hugh Oak. Well done, Steve Lucre. It was a fantastic day's racing.
Class.
They have so many kids down there, it is brilliant to see.
Yeah.
Well done to Richie and Donny and all the crew down there. Fantastic day's racing.
Yeah, and as a viewer, as a spectator of sport as well, it's lovely because you're to the centre area, you can actually have a good view of the whole race as it goes along. That's the one lovely thing about cyclocross. Just even if you're not riding, you can come along and see some cracking racing.
Absolutely. So what's happening next week, Keith?
Next week is Carrick Cross, so Panduit Carrick Wheelers even, geez, I'm rightly messing up my own club. Carrick Cross is happening on Sunday in Powerstown, Clonmel. It should be dry.
It's always dry in Clonmel.
Always dry in
Always
Clonmel,
dry in Clonmel.
which means it's going to rain. And yeah, it's riding about 95% of the Clonmel Cross course. It's a good one. It's a fast one, and yeah, definitely entries are opening over the next day or so. So get on it, and yeah, come on.
Yeah, and Leinster League is kicking off with Oldcastle as well. And also, a good friend of ours, Oma Wheelers, are hosting round 2 of the Ulster League up north. Now, there's also some cyclists who persist in doing things called hill climbs.
Which is 2.5 Ks at an average of 5%. That seems too easy.
Yeah,
I'm
too
sure
easy.
there's a 19 or 20% shoved in there someplace, and they really should be riding cyclocross.
Yeah, and the national championships it's in Dungannon, but really, like, it's only prep for cross, I'd imagine, if that at all. Like,
Yeah.
or maybe you can't buy a cyclocross bike, something like that. You just have a road bike. You say, look, I need to do something, like, you know. There's also BMX racing happening up in Lucan, and the Ulster Champs up in Ulster, obviously in Lisburn. And then Cross Clonmel is less than 2 weeks away, people. Entries close next Sunday. Absolutely no late entries, so please get them in this week. Take the stress off me that I'm not looking at this financial time bomb, and order as soon as possible. Do not leave it to the weekend. If something blows up and your computer doesn't work or whatever, like, no one's working in Cycling Ireland, so it can't be helped. So please get them in. And the course is going to be 95% the same as last year. We have 1 or 2 small tweaks. The bridges are back, so thanks to Actavo for that. We're looking forward to having you all come to Clonmel for that.
Absolutely. Last year it was a cracking one, and again, yeah, there's some big names coming already, both nationally and internationally, so get on it, yeah.
Absolutely. So thank you. That's week 1 of the Irish Cycling Show. Hopefully there'll be week 2. You know,
I may not be here.
Well, like, any new presenters are welcome to subscribe. Comment down below and all that. Okay, if you have any comments, please let us know. If you'd like to see anything, any way for us to go, if you have any video clips, send them on to us. We'll try and throw them in, depending on our editing skills, which are fairly rusty.
Yeah.
So yeah, please be kind and like and subscribe. All the YouTube people say that, so
They do.
do that. Click something somewhere. Alright, see you next week. Bye. Cool. Oh my god, we're so polished.